Once upon a time, there was a crazy caterpillar named Marv. He was from a certain species of caterpillars that lived deep in the woods where no other caterpillars lived. And these were no ordinary caterpillars. These caterpillars underwent 33 transformations, becoming unrecognizable each time they shed their old skin. But when they got so large they couldn't move, they were fed by ants who had befriended them over time. But something within Marv knew that there was more than just getting larger till you cannot move around and feed yourself. He felt inside his DNA that he was meant to fly and grow wings. He went and asked a wise ant council member about this feeling that none of the other caterpillars seemed to understand. After all, the ants were the wisest. The wisest of all council members met with Merv. They said, "There is nothing beyond what you see, Merv. We ants live 40 or more years longer than you, and we've seen it. That is why we stepped in to be of assistance at the end of the caterpillar life. It is crazy talk to think that a grub could fly and unthinkable that you would grow wings. You were born out of your egg from a caterpillar, and you will remain a caterpillar until your very end." Merv left the ant castle unsatisfied. He still had the feeling itching within him each day. The feeling that he would fly and a desire to build something. So he asked the eldest caterpillar, who lied upon a pile of milkweed leaves, about this feeling. "That's crazy, Merv. You are one crazy caterpillar. In all my 10 months, I've never seen a caterpillar grow wings or a fat grab build a darn thing. The ants who have been helping us for the last 100 years know best. They have told us every generation that there is nothing more, and how could there be? This is the final transformation." Merv asked, "What if they are lying?" To which the eldest caterpillar replied, "The ants say they have never seen a transformation beyond this, and so it doesn't exist. The final 9 months of our lives would not be possible without them. They are kind and wise, why would they lie?" Merv left the elder cave unhappy. Something seemed off. Several transformations happened, and still Merv just knew that he would transform one last time. They all called him a crazy caterpillar. But Merv refused to go down to the elder cave, as signs began to indicate that he was about to undergo his final transformation. Instead, he felt the urge to climb, and so he found a sturdy fig tree and began to climb. All the caterpillars that he knew that could still crawl came as fast as they could. They called to Merv and begged him to come down. They said, "It'll be the end of you. If you just come down, you'll live another 9 months. Merv felt the instinct to stick himself to a branch. He had no idea how or why he was doing it, but knew he had to do it. As Merv was fastening himself to the branch, the ants from the highest-ranking armies came rushing in, demanding with royal orders for him to cease and desist. But the fig tree bark was toxic to the ants, so they could not charge. The ants and the caterpillars watched in shock as Merv began to build. Merv turned himself inside out and hardened into a shiny green pod. And this was the absolute wildest thing that the caterpillars had ever seen, as they began to anxiously talk about what they saw. The ant armies arrested them and threw them in a cave far away until the day of their final transformation. See, the ants knew that if the caterpillars got grubby and fattened up enough, they would have a fresh feast all throughout the winter. They couldn't have the caterpillars all knowing the truth and becoming butterflies. But one baby caterpillar had emerged at the time Merv was building his chrysalis and saw the whole thing. She went and told all of the other baby caterpillars the truth, and they snuck away out of the deepest woods. The baby caterpillars grew, and they too built chrysalises and became what they knew they would always become. Merv and all the other caterpillars became butterflies, while the ants had no more caterpillars. The end.